one more game to complete the cast of finalists that's going to play at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Who will make it to the madness in MOA? I'd like to welcome you to the Manila Live 14 Under Boys Semi-Finals Tournament, and it's organized by NBTC and presented by Smart, SM Supermalls, and Playtime Cares. My name is Jay De La Cruz, coming to you from the Phil Oily Cohen Center. This is one more semi-finals matchup. Genesis Basketball going up against San Anton. Two Philippine-based teams. Magtatapat niya, Genesis Basketball, consisting of the Ateneo Blue Eagles basketball core that played in the season 87 junior high school basketball. Kalaban nila itong San Anton that just defeated MIC Basketball Australia in the quarterfinals this morning. Actually, back in the CCF Court 1. In the meantime, that is an offensive foul to start things off. First offensive sequence of San Anton. It's an offensive foul. And if you have been following actually Ateneo High School basketball, a lot of notable names to watch out for. But it's Lazaro who wanted to start things off scoring. That one didn't work though for Lazaro. In the meantime, quick attack, no good. The first point of this game will go to Jehove Gatumbato. Sky Azul immediately launching a three to start things off for Genesis. It's a no avail. One man to watch out for. That's Sky Azul. It's actually doing quite a phenomenal job in this tournament, averaging a shade below 10 points per game. Actually had a 20-point game back in the game against Xavier. Some usual numbers that come up from Sky. So of course they have Enzo Divina Gracia, they have Case Lazaro, and Sky De La Rosa as well. But again, this is the semi-finals. Genesis Basketball, expectedly they'll bring out their main guns. But there's Jehove Gatumbato. Back-to-back field goals for Gatumbato. 4-0 start for San Anton. So turnover. There's the recovery. At dagdag sa 2 points kay Riley De La Cruz. 6-0 start for San Anton. Sky De La Rosa. Might not be a better idea to take that off-rhythm three. Takbo na naman ang San Anton. The spin move. De La Cruz able to maintain his balance. Hindi nga lang pumasok yung tira. And there's Enzo Divina Gracia with the leather. They're gonna execute a pass intended for Case Lazaro. It was tapped away by San Anton. Pass taken away. It's active on the defensive end. Benitez with a layup. Kurt Benitez forced Genesis Basketball to utilize a timeout in this first quarter. Haven't scored yet. It's an 8-0 start for San Anton. It's an 8-0 start for San Anton. Genesis Basketball caught by surprise the semifinals matchup. The team from Sampaloc, Manila actually is starting it over. And finally some changes for Genesis. Sky Hazul scored the first 2 points for Genesis Basketball. There's De La Cruz once again. Riley De La Cruz. There's a couple of field goals under his belt. At nakikipagsabayan na Genesis Basketball and Filipina Gracia. And unti-unti nabubuhay yung opensa ng Genesis Basketball. But if you're San Anton, just have to maintain what you're doing. Just get in order for kung ano man yung ginawa nila para makuha yung 8-0 start kanina. You just have to do it again. In the meantime, we have a substitution. Cash Norwood making his first appearance in this game. Just replaced Jacob Galanotan.
Warning on the head coach of San Anton for resentment of a non-call.
Just warning on the coach of San Anton early on. Demanding some explanation from the referees. Sky Hazul gets the bucket plus a foul. And it's just like Genesis Basketball somehow able to get their bearings back. And the basket is good, or rather the free throw is good, and that will prompt San Anton to call time. After an 8-0 start, this is a 7-2 answer by Genesis Basketball. These boys from Manila somehow had made it this far in the 14 under tournament. They're actually one step closer to a spot at the 14 under finals, a game closer to playing at the Mall of Asia Arena. Right now they're owning a 3-point lead. We had an 8-0 start. Unti-unting nakakabalik ang Genesis Basketball, but Cash Norwood stepped on the sideline. The ball will go the other side. Prince Labong has it, the diminutive point guard, but highly skillful small guy from Sampaloc. Open guy, pull-up jumper is good. Kurt Benitez making another conversion. 4 points for Kurt Benitez. Ayun na naman si Sky Hazul, wala ka rin tira. 12-7 lead pass, napalakas lang. And it will go the way of Genesis by Jazz. Pasok si Marcus Lim, upo si Riley De La Cruz. Norwood, pass intended for Francis Castro, almost taken away. And Jacob Galanotan is back in the ball game. Upo muna si Sky Hazul. A shade above 4 minutes remaining 5 puntos pa rin ang inahabol ng mga nakaputi. Slippery spot on the floor. And that, taking advantage of that slip, Dio Guerzon, still considered as an ankle breaker, and he successfully converted it into 2 points. Almost a steal by Guerzon. Labong, nice pass, got on bato. 14-9. Under 3.5 in the first quarter. Action-packed first quarter, we must say. And Genesis basketball still suffering from that. Quite a bad start, as Castro will be tagged for that travel. Palitan ng tao, magkabilang koponan. Tubig papasok para sa San Anton. Sa Genesis naman, papasok. Babalik sa loob si Jared Javier. Baseline jumper, kapos para kay Kurt Benitez. Oh, strong pass. Genesis basketball, if anything, they're quite bothered by the defense of San Anton. This guy's in maroon employing great communication back in the defensive end, and they're getting those easy shots. May foul pa si Jacob Galanotan. That's gonna send Kurt Benitez to the free throw line. (14-9) is the count. 2:36 remaining. Above Limits Athletics closely monitoring this ball game dahil kung sino manalo dito ay makakalaban nila pagdating ng linggo sa SM Mall of Asia Arena. 2 for 2 for Kurt Benitez. Balik sa loob si Garces. First time naman papasok ni Makasarte. Galanotan being harassed by the defense of Makasarte. And San Anton was successful. Here comes San Anton, sky high for the layup, wala. Benitez ulit to the rescue. And that's going to be a foul on Francis Castro. Francis. Like Francis. Just before that, Kurt Benitez was flawless from the free throw line. Mintis lang. Second one on the problem. 17-9. And still that margin by San Anton. Genesis basketball looking for another search again. Nawala yung bola kay Diwa. And Francis Castro catching that intended lead pass. Castro waiting for friends. Cross-court pass. Diwa was denied access. Swing that ball around. Jacob Galanotan looking for friends. Screen provided. He utilized it, and there's a bump coming from Makasarte. $90 seconds remaining in the first half. Or rather, the first quarter. Still an 8-point deficit for Genesis by Jazz. Masyadong mababa yung pasa. And who gets the basketball? It's going to be a jump. And it's pointing San Anton's way. still could not get their groove offensively. San Anton still playing beautiful music here in the first quarter. Mystery by Kurt Benitez. And that is last touch by San Anton. Diwa fires. Low. Just 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. That's taken away again by Francis Castro. He got whacked. And that's going to be a foul on Marcus Lim. And Francis Castro apparently did not appreciate that foul, but everything's good for Castro. But coach making sure upo muna si Francis Castro, pasok si Case, balik si Sky Hazul, upo si Vito Diwa. Sky Hazul, Sky. Shot clock and game clock quite identical as Sky Azul lost the ball. There's Marcus Lim. Great defense. And that's it. And Coach RJ Azul. Coach RJ Azul actually claiming that San Anton touched the ball last. And Genesis was warned for improper bench decorum. And there's a turnover. Final 8 seconds of the first quarter. San Anton actually has no foul to give. 4 seconds remaining. Guerzon has to fire. Azul has to fire. But not aware of the time. Kaya matatapos ang ating unang yugto. Lamang ng 8 puntos ang San Anton, 17-9. Second quarter when we return. Second quarter is upon us. Once again, this is the Manila Live 14 Under Boys Tournament. And it's presented to us by Smart, SM Supermalls, and Playtime Cares. Also like to thank our partners, our venue partner, Phil Olico, in the center of Burlington Sox, Manila Kingpin, Molten, Swish, and the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Kung nandito kayo sa venue, actually, Coach RJ Azul of Genesis Basketball is giving a mouthful of reminders to his players, reminding them na semi-finals na ito. And it's no time to relax. Dahil kahit na hindi nila kilala yung kanilang mga kalaban, and San Anton has been giving the business to Genesis Basketball. They were ahead by as much as 8. At ngayon, naghahabol sila dito. They're trading by 6, 17-11. And the intensity picked up. And this movement of Genesis Basketball. Galano Tan airballed that layup. And this will prompt the re-entry of Enzo Divina Gracia and Sky De La Rosa. For San Anton, their ball movement, their communication and defense, their sharing of that basketball, that's doing wonders for this team. And he just knocked down that three-pointer. Steven Daya making his first field goal of the game. Biggest lead, 2011. Sky De La Rosa, nice getaway. Walang alang yung layup. Rebound San Anton. Daya looking to attack. Shovel pass. That one is good for Kurt Benitez. 9 points for Kurt Benitez. 22-11. Divina Gracia escaping trouble, giving it to Sky De La Rosa. And finally some relief for Genesis by Jazz. Labong fires the three. It's off to the right. Mananalo, Genesis basketball. Sa rebound, Sky Azul, dire-diretso, Sky Azul. I'm somebody contact. No whistle was blown. Up and down basketball. Tan lost the leather. Last touch by Genesis.
Shot clock at 18 seconds. Substitution for San Antonio.
The action-packed basketball. We're seeing this 14 under semifinals. Our final game for today. Labong. It's a foul. It's going to be tagged on Enzo Divina Gracia. Yep. (22-13). Ang mga taga-Sampaloc pa rin ang lamang. Make that 24-13. Kurt Benitez could not be stopped. 11 points under his name. Sky Azul had an open lane but opted to go out for the three-pointer. Jacob Galanatan knocking it down. Lead down to 8. Benitez missing the shot. So far, if you're Genesis, you have to take note, Kurt Benitez. You have to consider Kurt Benitez as a marked man. And there's Jacob Galanatan again. 5 straight points for Jacob Galanatan. And Jehovah Katumbato will be tagged for the offensive foul.
Offensive foul number 44, Jehovah Katumbato. That's the second personal foul to foul number 1. Substitution
At
for San Antonio.
mukhang mag-uumpisa na
Alex Tubig in the game.
ang Genesis sa kanilang plano na ubusin ang lamang na to. It was high as 11 earlier. It is down to 6. 5 straight points courtesy of Jacob Galanatan. Sky Azul want to guard that run. Great defense coming from Tubig. A lot of tall guys for San Anton. There you saw Gatumbato. Now it's Tubig. Labong with that lob pass. There's the finish coming from Calix Tubig. (26-18). Two-man game, pick and pop. Case Lazaro missing the 3. Buwan na naman ang San Anton ng bola. Lead pass to Benitez. Waited for some friends. Tubig scores. And things aren't looking good once again for Genesis basketball. 5:19 remaining in the second. 10-point lead for San Anton. Also, you can catch the games of the NBTC National Finals on PusoP.com. Your game, your community. The Manila Live tournament organized by NBTC is supported by Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. Please follow them on Facebook and Instagram for the latest updates. Siyempre, sundan nyo rin yung Play Manila Live Facebook page for highlights and all the previous games. Actually, all the 12 venues of the Manila Live, you can catch it on the Manila Live Facebook page. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half, and there's a San Anton turnover. Another steal by Labong, and he will go to the free throw line. Talk about determination.
Foul number 25, Sky Azul. That's his first personal foul.
And Prince Labong will go to the free throw line. This free throw not a problem. Pero hindi nakisama yung bola doon sa pangalawang free throw. This pressure defense led by Prince Labong really giving some difficult time for San Anton. Hard foul on Case Lazaro, biting on the shot fake. Sabay si Tubig tsaka si Benitez. And Calix Tubig will be tagged for the foul. Case Lazaro. So bad luck continues to hound Genesis basketball. And 4.5 remaining. But relatively still a low-scoring ball game for these two teams. If you check out what happened in the quarterfinals, you recall, kung napanood nyo yung nangyari kanina umaga sa mga laro nito sa CCF, Genesis basketball won against Xavier 75-65. That is where the 20-point outing of Sky Azul happened. And then, ito namang San Anton, as Kurt Benitez scored again. They won against MIC basketball straight 82-71. So talk about scoring pace sa low-scoring ball game. Anything positive for Genesis basketball. San Anton perhaps still playing their game. But Case Lazaro able to score. And Prince Labong was warned for faking a foul. You're San Anton, you just want to keep your lead. You're doing everything right, making your shots just like that. They're playing solid defense. Castro, putback is good. (33-22). Difficult shot coming from Kurt Benitez. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Calix Tubig.
Substitution for Genesis. Substitution for San Anton.
Genesis still looking at an 11-point deficit. Enzo de Vinagracia saw an open lane, but there's Benitez being the last line of defense, able to stop that initial attack. But there's Jacob Galanotan with the putback. There's a three-pointer. De La Cruz no good. Gatumba to, putback. Napalakas lang yung layup. Benitez na naman, hounded by the defense of Castro and Lazaro. No good on the fourth try. Who gets rebound? Lazaro has it. But his attempt to stab will merit a traveling violation. That difficulties in all aspects of the game. Pati yung rebounding, nahahawa na. Oh, that's going to be an out of bounds. Tumama. Tumama sa banda.
Help on the rebound. Help the rebound.
Final 2 minutes of the first half. Now it's getting tight on that throw-in. Shot clock at 10 for San Anton. Prince Labong. Tabingin yung tres. Rebound na. Kuha na naman ng San Anton. But there's Enzo de Vinagracia with a takeaway. But Labong gets the steal. Prince Labong able to pass two defenders. The extra pass. He was fouled during that pass play. 99 seconds remaining in the first half. San Anton still in perfect rhythm And they're up by 11, 35-24. Pull-up jumper. That looks too strong. Battle for the rebound. Who will prevail? It's Francis Castro. Azul got an opening. Top shot. Oh, in and out. Case Lazaro to the rescue. Parang mahirap pumasok yung bola na yun para sa San Anton. And a technical foul will be whistled. And they're gonna tag it as an improper bench decorum. RJ is so quite limited actually. And Kurt Benitez with a conversion with a technical free throw. Just add to the output of Kurt Benitez, which now stands at 18 points. 18 first half points for Kurt Benitez. And actually doing it in 19 minutes of play. Talk about efficiency para kay Kurt Benitez. 36-26. 10-point lead for San Anton. Extra pass in Labong. Again, sending it to Kurt Benitez. Prince Labong doing an excellent job creating for his teammates. And Kurt Benitez has been a beneficiary. Azul back irons the three. Enzo with the recovery. Azul open for three. That is in. Might be the spark Sky Azul needs. So as his teammates. Shot clock and quarter clock separated by 3 seconds. Pull-up jumper by Labong, wala. Rebound. Last touchdown si Case. 12.7 seconds remaining. San Anton will utilize their final timeout of the first half. 38-29 San Anton. Final 12 seconds of the first half. Actually, Genesis Basketball has a foul to give, but San Anton opted to go for a quick three, and that is good for Marcus Lin. 4 seconds remaining. Enzo nagmamadali. Enzo able to get away. Extra pass. That one will go if it's good. And it's indeed good for Case Lazaro. What action in the final moments of the first half. But still, San Anton, just phenomenal showing in the first half. 41-31 lamang ang San Anton ng Sampaloc, Maynila kontra Genesis Basketball. And the Manila Live 14 Under Boys Division Semifinals. And this is a matchup between Genesis Basketball and San Anton. 41-31 is the game naman ang San Anton. Jaden is bringing the action from the Philo Lico Center. And this tournament is presented to us by Smart SM Supermalls and Playtime Cares. Gotta wonder. Gotta be for sure, there's a very interesting halftime discussion, especially for Genesis Basketball. It seems to be playing out of sync. Just seeing the body language of their coach RJ Azul. And also have to wonder kung ano yung pinag-usapan din ng San Anton dun sa dagat. Especially if they aim to continue playing this beautiful music that they're doing, which resulted to this 10-point advantage that they have. Of course, San Anton led by Kurt Benitez, who scored 20 points, 20 of the 41 of San Anton. Pero ang pinakadikit na sa kanya, si Riley De La Cruz na may 6 na puntos, at si Jehove Gatumbato na may 6 na puntos din. For Genesis by Jazz Basketball, it's Sky Azul who's leading the way with 10 points. Euro Galanotan with 7 points under his belt. The story scoreless as we approach the first 90 seconds of the second half. And there's Sky Azul with a getaway. First 2 points of the second half. That's courtesy of Sky Azul. Riley De La Cruz. Nagay kay Prince Labong, who for sure already have a lot of assists under his belt. Lalo kakabigay ng pasa kay Kurt Benitez. Dangerous pass caught by Jehovah Gatumbato. Labong, brave drive. It just got fouled by Sky Hazul. And 2 free throws coming up for Prince Labong. This is the first free throw. Be quite wonderful kung nakakapuntos din si Prince Labong aside from giving away assists. This kid is a very talented creator. Just missing his second free throw. But if you'll ask him, for sure, mas masaya sa ngayon na nakikita niya lamang ang kanyang koponan. Strong pass. It ended up with Euro Galanotan, who could not knock down that three-pointer. Labong with a rebound. Just barging over Enzo de Villagracia. That's going to be an offensive foul on Marcus Lim.
Marcus Lim, that's the second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
41-33. Coach RJ Hazul starting to become tactical, quite tactical, opting for Sky Hazul to bring that ball down. And expect Sky De La Rosa and Case Lazaro to provide those ball screens. And looking for those cutters, just like what Enzo de Villagracia did on that play. 9 points, or rather, check that. That's a 4th point of Enzo de Villagracia. Baba sa 6 ang labang ng San Anton. Marcus Lim overshooting the 3. Kuha pa rin ang San Anton ng rebound. So far, that's a major advantage that San Anton is enjoying here. A good reason why they're still ahead. But they were able to convert. Still scoreless in the second half with over 3 minutes gone by. Sky Hazul pop-up jumper, no. At yung 10 puntos sa kalamangan ng San Anton kanina ng halftime, parang nagsisilbing puhunan dito. They've been scoreless so far with 6.5 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Still having a tough time scoring as Sky De La Rosa just rejected Jehovah Gatumbato. Divina Gracia to Hazul, shot clock at 10. Was held down by Marcus Lim.
Holding foul on number 10. Marcus Lim has his second team foul.
3rd foul on Marcus Lim. That's going to pose some problem on the rotation of San Anton. Genesis Basketball may sub din. Francis Castro back in the game. Upo muna si Euro Galanotan. And in a matter of 3 seconds, this will make San Anton officially scoreless for already 4 minutes. Sky. Extra pass. Francis Castro, corner 3. It's short. Rebound nakuha ni Kurt Benitez. Baseline drive. Marcus Lim scores. 43-35. 5.5 remaining in the 3rd. De La Rosa, tough shot. And again, that San Anton defense still posing a lot of difficulties for Genesis Basketball. Foul away from play. Mukhang tatawagan si Sky De La Rosa. Yup.
Foul number
There'll
19.
be a holding foul on Sky De La Rosa.
Sky De La Rosa, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Shot clock at 14.
There's Benitez again. Patuloy pa rin nananalasa si Kurt Benitez. Back to a 10-point lead for San Anton, 45-35. Back to live action with exactly 5 minutes remaining in the third. Genesis basketball still looking at a 10-point deficit. A nice getaway coming from Javier. Jared Javier making his first appearance. Nakakontribute kaagad para sa Genesis basketball. Top drive coming from Marcus Lim. Napayungan ng sandamukal ng mga nakaputi. Javier. Uh-oh. No. Yes. That's traveling. Something that they do not need. Lim on the left side. Benitez down low at the post. He was denied of the return pass. Gumawa na lang ng paraan si Tubig. Wala yung tira ni Alex Tubig. Lead pass. Jared Javier too strong for his pace. And that will prompt Guerzon's return to the game. Gio Guerzon just replacing Sky Azul. 3:40 remaining in the third. Still an 8-point lead for San Anton. All air on the three. Kurt Benitez attempt to save that basketball by a volleyball hit. Did not do any wonders. That pass, the referee said it's last touch on Guerzon. Apparently last touch on Guerzon. And nothing short to say, may halong malas pa rin ang nararanasan ng Genesis sa pagkakataon na to. (45-37). San Anton ahead. New face on the floor for San Anton. Claude Dante in the game wearing jersey number 77. But Steven Daya knocked down a three-pointer. That's nothing new. He knocked down a three-pointer earlier. He just made one again. 48-37 San Anton. Pull-up jumper. Jared Javier gets that bounce, that roll to go in. A big contribution by Jared Lim, or by Jared Javier. There's the three. Dante Oler, diretso sa kamay ng kakampi. Wala lang yung putback ni Riley De La Cruz. Here comes the attack. Got clipped in the air. And Basti Banate will go to the free throw line. Genesis basketball bringing some fresh legs, some new faces as well. For sure, anticipating the dogfight that they're going to encounter come the fourth quarter. That's why guys like Basti Banate for Genesis basketball who's at the free throw line has made an appearance. Dito naman sa San Anton, andyan si Claude Dante also making an appearance for the first time. That's 2 for 2 for Basti Banate. 48-41. The full court press by Genesis Basketball. That ball almost taken away. For sure, clear instructions from their coach RJ Hazul to pick up the defensive intensity. That's quite showing here for Genesis Basketball. Daya for three, no. Rebound gathered by Case Lazaro, and he was able to get away. Pass tap away by Steven Daya.
Shot clock at 19 seconds.
Approaching the final 100 seconds of the third quarter. Genesis Basketball hasn't had a taste of the lead yet in this game. Ball went out of bounds, last touch by San Anton. You can hear in the background, Coach RJ Hazul, very detail-oriented to his players. Lazaro caught it, was rejected, but there was a foul tag against Calix Tubig. One premise could be that Calix Tubig, instead of straight up, nakapayong si Calix Tubig, kaya tinawagan ng foul. Problem though, that's the fourth personal foul, Calix Tubig. And San Anton running out of, what you can say, running out of big men. I believe Gatong Batos also having some foul issues. Jehovah Gatong Bato so far. Actually, just one foul on Jehovah Gatong Bato that actually couldn't get his rhythm going. So total of 6 points for Jehovah Gatong Bato. Just 20 minutes of play. Another new face on the floor for Genesis Basketball. That's Nathan Ortiz. So Genesis Basketball sporting a small lineup, but they are able to reject that San Anton shot. But all capable ball handlers for the guys in white. Final minute ahead in the third. Three on the way. Gretson knocks down the three. And don't look now, Genesis Basketball is knocking on that door. But there's a foul against Jarel Javier. Just a 13th foul though of Genesis Basketball. Yung mga foul na hindi sinasadyang natulak just happened in that sequence. 40 seconds remaining. That lead of San Anton earlier about to disappear, but there was another foul given up by Genesis. It'll go on Basti Banate. 35 seconds remaining. Riley De La Cruz launches a three off the glass. It's good. Providing some cushion for San Anton. A couple of seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Baseline floater, not a problem for Nathan Ortiz. Dangerous pass, nasa po ng Genesis. Final 4 seconds. Pass up an open three, rejected. And that will do it for the third quarter. Dumikit, tumidikit, paparating na ang Genesis Basketball. What will San Anton do to maintain this lead that they have up until the final buzzer? 10 more minutes coming up, 51-47 San Anton. Lamang ng 4 na puntos ang San Anton. You're still watching the Manila Live 14 under boys semi-finals. Watching all the action on the Manila Live Facebook page. By the way, this tournament is powered by Smart. Live more today. Also like to thank our presenters, SM Supermalls and Playtime Cares, our venue partner, Philoy Licol Center. Also like to thank Burlington Sox, Manila Kingpin, Molten, the Swiss Chef, ang Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po. At tinulungan nyo maging matagumpay ang Manila Live 2025 across all tournaments mula sa 12 and under hanggang sa 19 under boys. Together with the 16 under and 19 under girls tournament, sinamahan tayo ng ating mga katulong din sa Manila Live Tournament, and we're going to see you all this weekend at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Meanwhile, back to live action, and Genesis Basketball trailing by 2, and they take the lead! Genesis Basketball ahead for the first time in this game. Is this a sign that they got a groove back just in time? A mystery by San Anton. Here comes Genesis Basketball. Castro left open. Malakas lang. Rebound na ako ni Riley De La Cruz. And if you're San Anton, just want to settle down and get their bearings back. But Riley De La Cruz says, no, let me try. There's a holding foul. I believe that will go on Guerzon. Nope, I stand corrected. That is against Sky De La Rosa. Pangalawa pa lang, Sky De La Rosa. So hang on to your cell phones. Kapit lang sa mga cellphone. Sigurado dikit ito. Benitez somehow still silent in this second half, and San Anton will utilize a timeout. Nawala na yung lamang sa San Anton. It's a perfect time for them to regroup with 8:30 remaining in this ball game. Again, just want to invite you this weekend. Lahat ng aksyon ay pupunta na sa SM Mall of Asia Arena. Some of the Manila Live Tournament Finals will happen tomorrow, starting at morning. Then we're going to witness the NBTC All-Star Games starting in the afternoon. Tapos pagdating ng linggo, meron pa rin tayong mga Manila Live Tournament Finals. Kasama na rin ang Division 2 and Division 1 NBTC Finals para sa kampyonato, para tawagin National Finals, National Champions ng NBTC. Again, that's gonna happen this weekend at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. And Case Lazaro making things happen. 55-51. Unprotected trip for San Antonio in the offensive end. Back in that timeout, and that's gonna be an offensive foul of Kurt Benitez. If you're San Antonio, you gotta wonder, nasa na yung laro nila nung first half? For sure, obviously they're looking for it, but Genesis Basketball in such a groove. That's gonna be a push for Steven Daya. That's a first foul though on Steven Daya.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Leisure 6 by Case Lazaro with a recovery. He gets the layup. San Anton employed some hard-nosed pressure, hard-nosed defense. Pero ang ending, si Case Lazaro pa rin nakakuha ng bola. And things starting to get noisy. The recovery, Riley De La Cruz breaking the silence of San Anton. minutes gone by in the fourth. 57-53. Nice cut by Enzo de Villagracia. Wala lang pektos yung layup. Marcus Lim. Sending it to Riley. Errant pass. Sky Azul nagmamadali. Try to challenge the defense. Sky Azul will get the bucket plus a foul. You can call this the quarter of Genesis basketball. And Sky Azul will go to the free throw line for one more free throw. 17 points for Sky Azul. Make that 18. And suddenly, it's Genesis basketball ahead by 7, 60-53. Daya, to Lim. Top shot. Marcus Lim trying to will his team. Oh, open lane. Yuro Galanotan rejected. If anything, San Anton needs to look for the offense of Kurt Benitez once again. He had the hot hand back in the first half. He needs to look for it again. Azul has it. Got a lane. Top layup, no. Lazaro inside. Solid defense by Gatumbato. And Steven Dyer with the rebound. 5-48. Daya sa taas. Riley sa kaliwa. Punta kay Marcus, who goes inside. Skies for the layup. Too sharp on the layup. At takbo ulit ang Genesis. Na-stop ball sa Sky Azul. Sky Azul denied on the baseline. Azul short on the floater. And here comes San Anton. Benitez caught the pass. And that's going to be a charge. Talsik si Enzo de Villagracia. And Mark Benitez, or rather Kurt Benitez, perhaps has become a marked man by Genesis basketball. Just a second personal foul of Kurt Benitez and he will be warned. He'll be warned for unsportsmanlike behavior. I believe that's the second call for the segment to a call. Things are heating up. Yep, it's just confirming that's going to be a technical foul of Kurt Benitez. You have to understand the feeling because, again, earlier, San Anton was ahead in the first half. They led by as much as 11. And things are really troubling earlier for Genesis basketball, especially in the first half. Come the third quarter, inunti-unti ng Genesis, and leading to this fourth quarter, in Genesis na nga lamang. So you'd understand the frustration setting in for San Anton. Pero kung ikaw itong mga taga-Sampalong na to, you just have to keep at it. Under 5 minutes to play. Still a lot of basketball. And they just have to start with stopping that guy, which they succeeded in that attempt. Now they have to get back to their usual offense. Marcus Lim with a difficult shot and it's good. San Anton just hanging around. 61-57. Enzo de Villagracia to Sky Azul. Backdoor play, Sky de la Rosa. Those were the kind of plays Genesis basketball were looking for in the first half na hindi gumagana. And what a time for it to come. And in 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining, RJ Azul will opt to use one of their 2 timeouts remaining. Lamang ng 6 ang Genesis 63-57. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. And they will resume play with Case Lastra at the post area. Solid defense showed by San Anton. The lead pass to Marcus Lim got bothered by Sky Azul. And if you're San Anton, you really have to keep pushing. Yung sa mga ganong fast breaks, iwasan na yung kakapreno, iwasan na yung kakahintay sa kalaban. And to immediately go for it. Gatong Batos denied access. Daya for 3, straight but short. But he will get his own miss. Lim fires. Lim won't score. San Anton looking for those long bombs. But there's Kurt Benitez, who just scored after a while. 24 points for Kurt Benitez. 4-point game. Enzo lost the letter. Lead pass, Riley De La Cruz with a finish. Lead down to 2. 3 and 15. The pressing defense of San Anton doing wonders for them. Especially after that timeout. Another turnover. 4-0 fast break. Riley De La Cruz. Hindi makatawag ng timeout si RJ Azul dahil isa na lang ang timeout niya, and this is a tie game. Under 3 to play. Sky Azul gets the bucket plus a foul. This is just action picking up. Azul will go to the free throw line. Enzo Divina Gracia suffering from cramps. He'll be subbed out. Theo Guarzon will come in. Francis Castro will also come in for Euro Galanotan. 65-63. Sky Azul will go for his 22nd point, which he got. Tatlong lamang ng mga nakaputi. San Anton may taka ng bola. Riley para bantayan ka pa 3. Nakapasabit si Theo Guerzon. That's the second personal foul of Theo. That's a first on Theo. That'll send Riley De La Cruz to the free throw line. Conley sinking the first free throw. Again, a winner will play above limits athletics this Sunday at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Tatawagan sila ng double lane violation, and the possession arrow is pointing San Anton's way. And San Anton will also utilize one of their 2 timeouts remaining with 2 and 29 remaining. 66-64, lamang ang Genesis. And Francis Castro also suffering from some cramps with 1 minute and 23 remaining.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
10 times ahead. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Good ball pressure applied by Steven Daya.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
And San Anton looking to take advantage of that turnover. Marcus Lim will go to the free throw line. That's going to be the third team foul of Genesis. And Enzo Di Binigracia makes his re-entry. Remember, these two teams played the game earlier back in CCF Ortigas. So you understand that Genesis, some of the players cramping up. San Anton players, some of them already experiencing cramps as well. 0 for 2 for Marcus Lim. And Marcus apologizing to the bench for those two missed free throws. 73 seconds. Sky to Sky. Azul, extra pass. Enzo open for three. No! Case Lazaro with a rebound. Got an open lane, but got rejected. Lead pass. Kirk Benitez all the way. 48 seconds remaining. 2-point advantage for San Anton. Enzo has it. Dangerous pass, but Sky was able to get away, but there was a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pabor sa San Anton. Solid defense by San Anton. Are they 37 seconds away from a spot in the finals? And for a game at the SM Mall of Asia Arena, Azul tough shot. And he got clobbered and he will go to the line.
Number 10, Marcus Lim, that's his fourth. Shooting two free throws, number 35, Sky Azul.
31 seconds remaining. Sky Azul at the line for these two important free throws. Perhaps he's used to these moments, but he missed the first. One more coming up for Sky Azul. Second is a miss. And it's last touch on Sky De La Rosa. And San Anton will utilize their final timeout with 29.3 seconds remaining. Will be a big dream that's about to come true in a matter of 29.3 seconds, as long as they, number one, they don't throw this ball, but they did throw the ball. And number two, they just have to keep this lead. But here's Sky Azul who fires a three, but it's short. Rebound San Anton, and there's a foul by Case Lazaro. And that's a foul to give for Genesis. 16.8 seconds. San Anton has no more timeouts remaining. Genesis has one. They have to do by themselves. No more timeouts for San Anton. There's an open guy, and there's a foul, and that will send Riley De La Cruz to the free throw line. 16 points for Riley De La Cruz. So far in this game, just made 2 shots from the free throw line. Could be the biggest first this young kid's life. He makes a first. Expect a timeout from Genesis if he makes the second. but he missed. And the rebound will go to San Anton. 8 seconds remaining, and Marcus Lim will go to the free throw line. The bench of San Anton starting to scream those 3 letters. MOA. A missed free throw for Marcus Lim. His teammates praying over Marcus Lim to take the second free throw. 7.5 seconds. The second also missed. But San Anton gets a rebound, but the ball was out of bounds. It will go Genesis' way, and they have one more timeout to spare. 5.7 seconds remaining. We're lying on the air to explore options for Genesis basketball. San Anton is in the penalty. That could be an option for San Anton to prevent a 3-point shot for Genesis. Kasi yan ang aasahan mo, maghahanap ng 3-pointer ng Genesis. If you're San Anton, you have an option to foul even before an attempt. Expect Genesis to field in Sky Hazul, who has 22 points. Expect Genesis to also deploy Case Lazaro, who already has 12. And 5.7 seconds remaining. RJ Hazul, there's coach. Mapping what could be the final play. They have Divina Gracia, Lazaro, got Galano Tan, we got De La Rosa, and got Hazul. Divina Gracia will throw the ball in. Gonna go look for the inbounder. Case Lazaro got it. 2 seconds to go. Emergency 3 won't work. And that's gonna do it. San Anton will go to the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Solid fight by Genesis. Were able to claw their way back from a horrible start. And San Anton just surviving. And what could be a fight? Again, the final score 71-68. San Anton gets the victory in this 14 under semi-finals matchup. This has been the Manila Live 14 Under Boys Tournament. We'll see you at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. Good night, everyone.